Hello, Collective. Wendy Joy, love and light. It's easy to get caught up in the disparity or the dismay that today's world will try to pull you and loom you or cycle you into, hoping that you'll stick with a low, dense vibration or even allow sadness or anxiety, even any type of misery into your realm and cultivate that so that that's what you bring into your new beginning. And I'm here to remind you that you control your destiny by you embracing the mindset that you choose to keep, regardless of what negative things are happening around you. So it's been time and time again that cycles repeat, and we loop ourselves in without realizing because we're still stuck on a piece of sadness or hurt or some type of hindrance. And we don't necessarily want to bring that forward, but because somewhere in our mindset, our demeanor, or even our movements is allowing that energy to multiply and grow. And, maybe it doesn't encompass every moment of your life because being busy or being in the present moment, if you try real hard to refocus and recalibrate your journey, right, or the energy that you're receiving, how you respond and not react or cycle back through, right? And still that seed of um, low energy in regardless of form comes back your way. It's for you to recognize, for you to be able to observe as a witness, because you're in a safe place. You're within your own space, your own mind, your own mindset, your own thoughts, and you control those as well. So whatever thoughts that you receive, does it make you feel sad? Does it make you feel low? Does it keep you in that loop or that cycle? Because they've all got to go. Those are projections that are feeding on a seed that they want you to grow. But now with the pivoted mindset and your ability to see past that, to be able to keep yourself on an even keeled, balanced, rhythmatic, harmonized, if you will, energy field, you need to just recognize that those aren't yours and let them go, and even help them along by making I am affirmations. I am not the situation that, may be trying to loop me in. I am better than whatever this issue or dismay or dilemma may be. That when you sit in solitude within you, then you control how you respond to the next move. So this is a perfect place to cultivate good, positive, doable, solution-based energy, thoughts, patterns, or rhythms within your own field by generating an even, balanced heartbeat through breath work, through I am affirmations, through being able to see past the situation or the illusion, um, the the projection that you're helping to create by allowing the negative seeds to multiply. So when you recognize that that's what you're doing and you pull back your energy and you reverse it and you start applying positivity to the situation, then the thoughts that enter your mind are going to be more, they're going to be balanced and based on doable solutions in order to fix the situation, revert the energy, transmute it, alchemize it into a doable, achievable solution that will lead to upliftment and self-empowerment. Because every seed of doubt that you flip around and you cultivate into a positivity that you let bloom and blossom, right? That you allow the seed of possibility of forward, pure, loving frequency to fill you. And it starts off small. You know, I'm not saying that you should love everything and everybody, because that's not the loving frequency, not at all. The loving frequency is remembering the self-power that you have in order to keep yourself balanced within the today's life, regardless of what today's date may be, because this is a situation that can come across your plate any time of the day, any, part of the week, the month, the year, depending upon what energy is near or what you choose to allow to cycle and loop within your reality. It happens everywhere. I see it happening from children who don't understand that the position that they hold is very detrimental if held in the wrong energy. And that's where you see, kids are acting out and they're being, downright belligerent, if you will, but in a negative, mean, hurtful type of way. And I see that right from children all the way up through adults. And what they all lack to realize is that to sit in a low, hurtful energy doesn't really provide any growth, not to you or not to the other energies that you could be affecting or influencing or creating, hindrance to a situation, like exasperating it, right? And when we stop and we sit and we try to really hear and see and, use all of our senses, because we've got like 15, but I think we've got more. But what they're saying is that when you, and to fix something doesn't always come off easy, because there could be turmoil in between, because you realize that we've been set into a routine that has been very hurtful for everyone, including you and me and every essence or consciousness in between. So there's going to be a little bit of pain while we straighten it out and get away from the negative, the loom, the cycle, the detriment, the dismay, and the hurt, the hinder in every type of way. But that doesn't mean that you're alone. That doesn't mean you should regress backwards. That doesn't mean that you should go into a familiar space, even if it was hurting you, because that's going to kill you in the end. And I don't mean like physically or metaphorically, I mean quite literally, because it'll diminish your ability to see any possibility of positivity in the future, and it'll make you age from the inside out, and you'll start to see all kinds of ailments come to your outside body, and start with your mind and turn your heart cold and like dense and unpenetratable. So you won't feel love, you won't receive love, and you'll think that hatred and detriment on any type of level empowers, but really it doesn't. And in the end, you figure that out, but it's a day late and a dollar short, and it's way too late. And when I say that, I mean that at the end of your existence on this plane, on this space, in this time, in this dimension, when when your vessel goes back to the ground and your essence or your soul or whatever that is inside of you moves on, where is it going to move to? Is it going to move right back into the cage that it came from in the same, worse, or better version? You don't know. And most likely it's worse, because your mindset is still in that place. And when you come back, you may not really recognize your face, but the energy that you carry is even worse than it was before. So if you're looking to maybe right your wrongs in the next life, or, look toward some type of forgiveness at the end, you're really not going to find that, not in the form that you're thinking you're going to achieve, because it's not within the energy that you're vibrating at. The only way to get to a higher place, to get back to your true form, your true essence, is to not cultivate, or not to get absorbed in where you are right now and think that you've got time, because the time has been past and we're in the phase of being tested. So where are you going to land on the score sheet? Are you going to be in the low dense negative category where you don't have the ability to control a positive outcome or a loving frequency? Or are you going to be on the passing or the elevating or the enlightened side, where you recognize your divinity and your flame and your essence, and that it's a spiritual journey upward, back to the creator, back to the monad, through the planoma, if you will, and all the layers that it encompasses? That's true elevation. And the only way to do that is to hold on to your present moment and make sure that you don't get caught up in whatever low dense energy is being sent to you, regardless of the form that it's carrying or the detriment that it may hold if it actually comes into full form. And the only way that it can come into full form is if you invite it. So don't invite it. Don't invite it within you. Don't invite it within your environment. And certainly be very sure about who you are and the direction that you're going and the energy that you want to encompass by how you move, migrate, and hold your mindset in the mannerism in which you intend to apply positive, loving energy to uplift, to increase your chances of being able to actually make doable, positive, uplifting, solution-based movements that will carry you not only through your present moment, but well into your future self, as you know. And you'll look back and be very proud, because it will take a very brave, very strong, very courageous individual in order to not allow the diversity and the downright evil doings of this world to infiltrate how you move and the legacy that you leave by the motions and the movements that you choose to make, the mindset that you choose to keep. Now, I also understand that the poison comes in our food, our clothes. It comes in everything that we come in contact with. And I also understand that it's not so easy to separate all the poison from our environment. But the first thing that we can do is recognize that the poison is there and that we can look for alternatives in order to limit our exposure. We can't really walk around in bubble air suits, which really wouldn't be so healthy either. So there's disadvantages as well as advantages. And the balanced medium middle ground is where you find doable, one step at a time solutions in order to remove yourself from the poisons that are being deliberately fed to us. And you can start by your mindset, and then you can go to your food selection and remove red dye first and foremost, and then detox your body. You know, bind the minerals, not the minerals, bind the toxins, the heavy metals that are within your body through all of the products that they sell us. Every single one is leached with they're biohazards to us, actually. And when we bind the metals and we release them from our vessel, and then we do a parasite detox and reverse the damage, then we'll start to see clearly from a child right through to an adult. And this is healthy, safe, and it's encouraged to do so. I've done this, I'm doing this, I'll continue to do this for as long as I live, or as long as these poisons are amongst me and my ability to actually use all of me in the manner in which I was pre-designed to be. And that's forward motion, that's making a difference, that's making changes within your life, within my life, within our lives, individually, collectively, and uplifting each other and helping, not hurting, and adding benefit, not hindrance. And this will lead to more loving light looming within you, because you'll be pulling up your divinity, and before you know it, it'll be shining through, and your chakras balanced and aligned, your aura vibrant, and singing such a beautiful melody of sounds and pitches and tones. But you don't hear this. If you listen, you might. My lovely collective, I am always here guiding, sharing, and encouraging all to embrace their inner divinity. To you, to me, and to all in between. May we soar with positive forward motion in a balanced, even-keeled state. May we change ourselves and change the world we live one at a time. We'll start with every household and every child and every adult and every adolescent in between. And you'll see that even the wildlife will respond positively. Love and light, peace and joy. Blessed be.